Hi everyone. Today we're going to study multiplication of rational expressions. Let us see this principle about multiplication of rational expressions. If P, Q, R, and S are polynomials where Q is not equal to 0 and S is not equal to 0, then if we have the fraction P over Q times R over S, this is equal to the product of PR in the numerator over the product of QS in the denominator. How do we multiply rational expressions? We are going to have these three steps. Step 1. Factor each numerator and denominator completely. Step 2. Multiply the numerators and denominators. Step 3. Simplify by cancelling out common factors. Let us see example 1. Let us multiply the rational expressions. The first one is the 3x all over the trinomial x squared minus 6x minus 16 times another, the numerator is x squared minus 4 all over the denominator 6x squared. In step 1, we are going to factor each numerator and denominator completely. The 3x, we can show that this is 3 times x. The trinomial x squared minus 6x minus 16 is now factored out into x plus 2 times x minus 8. And then the second rational expression, in the numerator, the x squared minus 4 is now factored into x plus 2 times x minus 2. In the denominator, the 6x squared is now written as 2 times 3 times x times x. In step 2, we will multiply the numerators and denominators. So it is like we're going to combine all numerators as 1 and also all denominators as 1. So it will be like this. The 3 times x times the x plus 2 times x minus 2 in the numerator. In the denominator is the x plus 2 times x minus 8 times 2 times 3 times x times x. And then step 3, we're going to simplify by cancelling out common factors. The 3 times x here, we can cancel out with this 3 times x here. The x plus 2, there is a counterpart of x plus 2 in the denominator. So we can cancel those terms. You see here, the 3 times x is cancelled with this. And the x plus 2 is also cancelled in both the numerator and in the denominator. And then we will just copy the remaining factors. In the numerator, the x minus 2 will come down here. In the denominator, the number 2 is here, followed by the x and the binomial x minus 8. So this is our final answer. Let us have example 2. Let us multiply the rational expressions. Our first rational expression in the numerator n squared minus 5n all over the n squared minus 25 times the second rational expression. The numerator is n squared plus 10n plus 25 all over 5n squared. So I wrote all the three steps here at one time. So I'm going to do the step 1 to factor each numerator and denominator completely. The n squared minus 5n is now factored out into n times the binomial n minus 5. The denominator n squared minus 25 is now the product of n plus 5 and the n minus 5. The numerator n squared plus 10n plus 25 is now factored out into n plus 5 times n plus 5. While this 5n squared, it's now factored out completely into 5 times n times n. Actually, we can skip the step 2. We can go directly to step 3 by cancelling out common factors. This n here, we can cancel with one n here. And the n minus 5, there is also n minus 5 in the denominator, while the n plus 5 here can be cancelled with the n plus 5 in the denominator here. So you see, the respective factors are now cancelled. And then we will just collect the remaining factors. In the numerator, only the n plus 5 remains. In the denominator, we write the 5, also this n. So this n plus 5 over 5n is our final answer. Let us have example 3. Let us multiply these rational expressions. Our first rational expression, the numerator is 3a squared minus 8a minus 3 all over a squared minus 25. The second rational expression, in the numerator, it is a squared plus 10a plus 25 all over 3a squared minus 14a minus 5. So I wrote the steps on this side, and I will now go to step 1 to factor each numerator and denominator completely. In the numerator, in our first rational expression, the 3a squared minus 8a minus 3, the factors are 3a plus 1 and the binomial a minus 3. If you are not familiar with the factors, you can review our video about factoring of trinomial of the form ax squared plus bx plus c. So in the denominator, the a squared minus 25, the factors are a plus 5 and a minus 5. And then times the second rational expression, the a squared minus 10a plus 25 is now factored into a minus 5 times a minus 5. The denominator 3a squared minus 14a minus 5, the factors are 3a plus 1 and a minus 5. Also, we can skip the step 2. We can go directly to step 3, and that is to simplify by cancelling out common factors. Look at this 3a plus 1. We can cancel this with the 3a plus 1 in the denominator of the second rational expression. The a minus 5 can be cancelled with the a minus 5 here. There is another a minus 5 where we can cancel this with the a minus 5 down here. So you see now the respective factors are now cancelled out. And then we will just collect the remaining factors. So in here is the a minus 3. We copy down here. We can remove the grouping symbol. And in the denominator, the remaining factor is the a plus 5 only. So we will just copy that. Also, we can remove the grouping symbol. The next question is, can we cancel this a and a in the denominator? The answer is here. There is a note that we cannot remove a term from a sum. So the a in the numerator is part of the sum a plus a negative 3. In the same way, the a in the denominator is part of the sum of a plus 5. So this a minus 3 over a plus 5 is our final answer. I hope you learned something from this video. See you again next time.